Hi, this is A. Whistler. That ain't who tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is verses. Verses was the most talked about thing over the weekend because it was the battle between Babyface and Teddy Riley. And it happened on Saturday. And I didn't get a chance to watch the first one, but by the time I woke up Sunday morning, it was trending, and they were talking about how Teddy Riley had a whole band and all those instruments and stuff, and the sound was not right. And someone managed to put the clip on YouTube of the first. I think this was the second verses because the first one didn't come out, and the first one didn't come out because Babyface was sick with the corona, and so he got better, and so they had the second one this past Saturday. And like I said, by the time I woke up Sunday morning, it was trending, and it was talking about Teddy Riley messed up everything with all those speakers and sounds and everything, and stuff. And the little clips that I saw on YouTube, Teddy Riley did mess up everything. He had a band, a hype man, and everything else for the second rematch of verses. And people were telling him in the chat, unplug some of the stuff, go in and come out, because at first you could hear the sound, and then the sound just went all out of whack and stuff like that. And people was telling him less is more. And so he finally, Timberland and Swiss Beers finally did a thing, and they were saying that they had people were contacting them and emailing them and telling them, and I think one of them or both of them said that they had tried to talk to Teddy Riley and tell Teddy Riley he didn't need all that. All he needed was an iPhone and a computer to get his playlist and his music. But I think Teddy Riley wanted to do the verses the way he wanted to do it, and that was that. But I managed to watch the third verses, even though I didn't catch it when it was actually live on Instagram. And they were saying that the third one had broke Instagram records, and it was it was over 500K people in there. And I read that from the blog That Grape Juice. And so when I did look at it, a blogger named Machine Masters had put it up, and you could tell it was much better. And Babyface was still organized like he was on the second one. So when Teddy Riley kept saying that he couldn't hear Babyface and he couldn't get in, Babyface just called and texted and told his people let him have it on his page. And so when they went on Babyface's page, everything worked out good. A lot of the songs that they played that I knew, but I didn't know Teddy Riley helped produce the song "Why" by Michcal Jackson. That was the first song that he played and stuff. And then another song that I liked that I didn't know who sung it was "Get Paid on Friday Night." That was my favorite song back in the day because I couldn't wait to get paid for my job on Friday. So that wasn't. And then they had another one with Jam, and then Babyface came out with some Toni Braxton. Love Should Have Brought You Home. And so it was a real good verses. The only other verses that I have saw on YouTube besides that one was the one with T-Pain and Little John, and that was a good one. To me, that was the best one. That was the best one because they had no interference. They played the songs, and Little John came out with a song that he said him and Usher and them was supposed to be putting out later, and then a week later the song was out with Usher, Little John, and something else, and it's on YouTube now. I can't remember the name of the song, but anyway, somebody said the next verses is supposed to either be tonight or tomorrow, and it's supposed to be Jermaine Dupri and somebody. So I'm gonna try to watch it live, but I know if something's going on and I can't watch it live, I know that somebody will post it up on YouTube. This is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a TI is. I am out. Oh, and one more thing. I didn't like the way some of the millennials were talking about old people don't know how to use technology and this new technology. I mean, some of us do and some of us don't, but don't just blame us because even back in the day, you couldn't have too many speakers plugged up. The stuff, it would blow out stuff. I know Teddy Riley should have known much better than what he did, because even if you don't have the technology that you have today, which is much easier, you just use an iPhone and plug stuff up, you still still couldn't overcharge or overplug stuff even back in the day. So that's the only point I didn't like about it. But all in all, this versus was good. And so now I'm out. This is A Wesley that ain't even tested like a TI is. I am out.